Within each cell, there exists a complex framework, known as the cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton literally means the skeleton of the cell. It is actually a structural framework within the cytosol, extended from the nucleus of the cell to the cell membrane. It functions in maintaining cell shape, stabilizing cell attachments, facilitating endocytosis and exocytosis, and promoting cell movement. This awe-inspiring framework is composed of three key components: actin or microfilaments, intermediate filaments, and microtubule. We already have captivating videos on actin and microtubules available on sqadia.com. It's time to shine the spotlight on a true superstar of this cellular masterpiece: the intermediate filaments, or IFs for short. Well, intermediate filaments are about 8 to 11 nanometers in diameter. They were named intermediate because their diameter is between that of the thinner actin filaments and the thicker myosin filaments, present in smooth muscles, where they were first recognized. Just as steel beams provide structural support in a skyscraper, intermediate filaments form an intricate network of microscopic cables that give strength and resilience to our cells. These filaments are like the mighty pillars that uphold the cell structure, allowing it to withstand the tests of time and external pressures. Intermediate filaments are found in the cytoplasm of most animal cells. They typically form a network throughout the cytoplasm, surrounding the nucleus and extending out to the cell periphery. There, they are often anchored to the plasma membrane at cell junctions, called desmosomes, where the plasma membrane is connected to that of another cell. Hemidesmosomes connect intermediate filaments across the plasma membrane to the extracellular matrix. Intermediate filaments are also found within the nucleus of all eukaryotic cells. There they form a meshwork called the nuclear lamina, which underlies and strengthens the nuclear envelope. While diverse in nature, intermediate filaments share common characteristics. Their building blocks consist of many different but homologous proteins that are the products of at least 70 different genes. Despite their diversity, intermediate filaments have numerous common characteristics, namely that their basic unit is a monomer that is composed of a rod-shaped protein whose longest region is an alpha helical structure as a central domain, with a globular N-terminal known as the head and a globular C-terminal known as the tail. Two of these monomers intertwine to create a powerful dimer, and then two dimers, through a unique head-to-tail assembly, form tetramer. These dimers and tetramers are the soluble subunits of intermediate filaments. Now, what happens next is that the 8 tetramers assemble side by side and are compressed into unit-length filaments, or ULFs for short, that form 10 nanometers subunits. And then, many ULFs assemble end-to-end to form mature rope-like intermediate filaments. Because the two dimers point in opposite directions, the two ends of the tetramer are the same, as are the two ends of assembled intermediate filaments. So, this means that intermediate filaments lack polarity. Also, they do not rely on GTP or ATP for assembly, a testament to their unique nature. as this distinguishes these filaments from microtubules and actin filaments, whose structural polarity is crucial for their function. All the interactions between the intermediate filament proteins depend solely on non-covalent bonding. It is the combined strength of the overlapping lateral interactions along the length of the proteins that gives intermediate filaments their great tensile strength. They can be stretched to a certain extent without breaking. Now that we've scratched the surface of the extraordinary world of intermediate filaments, get ready for the forthcoming videos in this captivating collection, where we will explore the intriguing proteins that compose IFs and uncover their remarkable functions. Stay tuned for more eye-opening revelations.
Ditch the hefty textbooks and embrace the convenience of learning on the go. Our interactive video content keeps you engaged, making learning medicine enjoyable